Yeah, and Dallas don't have no interior pressure. Neither does Seattle. So he was able to literally just stand in one spot. He was able to do a 3-step drop and stand there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring the pressure from the middle and make you go to the left or make you go to the right. On the right will be Hassan Reddick, second in sacks. On the left will be Josh Sweat fighting like hell against Trent Williams. But, Josh Sweat is very capable of, beating Trent Williams, 1 or 2 times. You know what I mean? Even though we've seen him shut down Michael Parsons. You know what I mean? I think Sweat will be able to get around him and create some pressure. This is how I think we're going to, attack Trent Williams, and it'll really affect Purdy. We're going to bring wave after wave after wave of fresh defensive edge rusher. Milton Williams can play the edge. I think this is a game we might see him on the edge against Trent Williams. You're going to see Robert Quinn. You're going to see Sweat. We're going to be rotating guys from that side. You know what I mean? And they're going to wear it down sooner or later, and we're going to get to Brock Purdy. Reddick going to get a strip sack. Reddick going to get one this week.
Reddick going to get 2.
Right, that ball coming out. That ball's coming out.
That ball coming out, period. And those picks are getting hauled in. Like we said, he made some ugly throws. They just weren't hauled in by Dallas's defenders. That ball went right in and out of Trayvon Diggs' hands. And them Diggs brothers got me all mixed up. I'm calling everybody Trayvon, Stephon, got them all mixed up. But Sir Jam, we was just playing with you, brother. He said, I follow you, LB, Philly 500, no harm. We was just messing with you. Just
we playing with you, bro.
Jersey boy, what's up? Appreciate the super chat. What's the biggest matchup versus the 49ers? I feel like us stopping their run. I feel like they was really cooking in the second half. Elijah Mitchell, like we were saying about people getting a little bit tired, Elijah Mitchell was really starting to cook in the second half. Christian McCaffrey couldn't really do nothing early. And I'm tired of people saying, Dallas's defense overall, for one, is not better than ours. And I'm tired of them saying Dallas has a really good run defense. They were in the bottom half of the league in run defense. If not right at half, bottom half in the league in run defense. If we want to go yard for yard specifically, we gave up less rushing yards this season than Dallas did. And if you want to say, I know not you, Jersey boy, I'm addressing the haters. If they want to say, if Philly can't stop the run, go ask Jonathan Taylor who can't stop the run. Go ask Derrick Henry who can't stop the run. Go ask Saquon ask him twice who can't stop the run. Go ask both of them boys from the Packers who can't stop the run. So I'm sick of people saying we can't stop the run. Who can?
The biggest mismatch for me would probably be the biggest matchup. I think the most important one, I'll go with the most important one for the Eagles would be Devontae Smith and whoever's guarding him. You know what I mean? I think Devontae Smith could have a big game in this one because they're going to pay a lot of attention to A.J. Brown. And I think, Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith being on the same page is critical in this game. Critical because Devontae Smith going to see a lot of one-on-ones. So, you know what I mean? I think that's a real big matchup, how they decide to, divide up the duties on who's going to guard our wide receivers. And it's easy to have a good defense. And look at the losses that they took. The 49ers lost to the Falcons. They lost to the Bears. Who else did they lose to?
Who, the 49ers?
The 49ers lost to the Falcons, the Bears. They lost to the Broncos. And it was somebody
They lost
else.
to the Falcons?
Yeah, they lost to the Falcons this year. They lost to the Falcons. They lost to the Bears. They lost to the Broncos. And it was somebody else.
The Broncos.
Right. The common denominator with all of the Chiefs spanked them. The common denominator with all those losses is they lost to quarterbacks who can extend the play with their legs. We got the best one in the game, though. You see what I'm saying? Not only can Patrick Mahomes throw, but Patrick Mahomes run for quite a few first downs. He does it every game. You know what Justin Fields just did this year. You know what Mariota do. You know what Russell Wilson. They lost to the Broncos. They just hot.
Everybody beat the Broncos.
You see what I'm saying? They lost to the Broncos. They lost to the Falcons.
They was in that one of the last games of the season. They almost lost that game to the Raiders.
The Raiders, yeah. And
that shootout versus the Raiders. Yep.
It was a shootout. I was watching that tape earlier today. The Raiders knew how to get them. You know what I mean? I think that we have the most innovative offensive coordinator this season is Shane Steichen, and I believe he's going to dial something up that mitigates what Bosa can do in terms of getting to Jalen Hurts. It still allows Jalen Hurts to use his legs, and it allows us to identify one-on-one versus zone. You know what I mean? I think Jalen Hurts. I think we about to blow these dudes out. I ain't gonna even lie, yo. I really feel like we about to spank them, yo. I really feel like we about to spank them.
Do you think that we're gonna see more Quiz in the Niners game?
I think so. Because with this Niners defense, you kind of want to get to the outside or the edge as fast as possible. I think you see more Quez, or I think you see more Boston Scott. You know what I mean? I think you see more Quez or more Boston Scott. You're not going to outpower these guys. You know what I mean? You got to make these guys miss. You know what I mean? You got to have some wiggle with you. And Boston Scott definitely got that wiggle. Miles got that wiggle. Gainwell is more power. You know what I mean? Quez got that wiggle to him. Smitty got that wiggle. AJ is more power. So I think you're going to see more shiftier guys on the field. It's no telling, though. You know, look what Dak and those guys tried to do. They tried almost everything. But the one guy that was getting through was Pollard up until he got hurt because he got that rare combination of speed and power. I think Miles Sanders could be huge. If our offensive line could move people around, you know what I mean? Like I think our offensive line going to dominate. If our offensive line could dominate, because this is the thing. So far, the way that this playoffs has played out to me, you know what I mean? AJ and Smitty really not needed. They really not needed right now. You know what I mean? Of course, you know, we're going to make guys pay attention to them. They're going to be used, you know, properly. But AJ and Smitty wasn't needed against the Giants because our offense, we could run the ball down certain teams' throats and make them play into our hand. If we could do that against the 49ers, I would do that. I would just run the ball down their throat. Play action them to death. You know what I mean? But when you get to the Super Bowl, if you're going against the Kansas City Chiefs and the Bengals, teams that could put up points, then you're going to need your guys to help you put up points.